fur cons. Who here has been to fur cons before? All right, so here goes about whose line is it anyway. That's going to be happening tonight. Good.
Lion.
So let's start off with this. What I'm going to show you here today is specifically made for the fur community. Is this going to help you out at Second City? Yeah, that's where I just for my credentials, I've been doing Second City stuff for quite some time. I unfortunately got out of it, and now I use that all here at the fur community because you guys are a lot more fun and do less drugs. So thank you for that. And that's saying something. If you, oh yes, trust me, you do less drugs. Trust me.
Yes.
Now maybe that's because I stopped going there and doing.
Did you say something about doing drugs?
Holy shit! What did I do? Don't post it on the website. I'm going back to AA.
That sounds like blackmail right there.
Oh,
Please pay here.
if I only get blackmailed once this guy, I'm going to consider it a success. So that being said, what I'm going to try to show you today, what I'm going to try to teach you today, is meant to be done with larger groups of people. Improv isn't, okay, really quick, what do you guys think improv comedy is? What is your idea of improv comedy? Give me a situation where improv comedy is what's being done, besides whose line is it anyway?
Random acts out of silliness.
And that's really close. That's the beginning of improv comedy. Improv isn't just when you're getting up on stage and doing what we do at Whose Line Is It Anyway. Yes, that is improv comedy. Improv comedy is when two goes up on stage and some jackass from the audience does that little bit. It's not a heckle. Someone is just having a little bit of a good time, and then two continues to play off of it. That's improv comedy. All of you do improv comedy day by day. Every time you have said something in just a conversational manner with someone and gotten them to laugh, that's what you're doing. All improv is to be able to get the people around you to join into your weird little world for just a moment. That's what comedy is. That's what all of this is. You're not making people laugh. You're making them see the thing that you saw that you thought was amusing. And that's the beauty of this. And improv comedy is doing that with another person who neither of you know what the fuck is going on. Okay? You can do it with two people, you can do it yourself. It doesn't matter how you do it, but the main thing is, and this is true in the furry fandom, this is true when we do stuff on Second City, this is true of every single group that calls themselves an improv troupe. They're out there having fun. If you're going to go out there and you are, all right, I am going to go out there and I'm going to make people laugh, that's stand-up comedy. If you go out there and you think you're going to get a laugh on every one of your jokes, that doesn't work. Stand-up comics, too, even myself to a lesser extent, we stand there and we try to figure out exactly what we're saying, how we say it, why we say it, and when we're going to say it during our bit. Those are jokes. We're sending them out to the audience, and we're going to wait for the response to that from that. We're going to eat that response, and we're going to use that for our next set of jokes. We're going to get the audience riled up. Improv is doing the same thing, but you have no idea what you're going to say. You're just going to say it. So the first thing, and if you take away nothing else, from this entire panel, remember this. Be prepared to bomb every 10 seconds. Improv comedy is the art of screwing up. No one is going to laugh at you because what you are doing when you improvise is saying joke after joke and seeing what sticks. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't, and you've got to move on. Immediately, it's over, that moment is done. It's moments, moment to moment. You're playing with the other people up on stage. You're talking in a conversation. You lose the conversation, that's it. Somebody else took it from you, you wait for another opportunity. But you can't let that get you down. When you do stand-up, when you get off that stage, you know how your set went. You're going to remember bits and pieces of that set, and you're going to take that set, and you're going to work on it. You're going to say, man, that middle did not work. When you do improv comedy, once you mess it up, it's done. You're not going to get that opportunity again because that chemistry existed in that moment. Be ready to screw up and embrace it. Enjoy failing.
And if your mom just blow it up and just say,
I heard if your mom blows up. Okay, if your mom blows up, embrace it. You'll get covered in goo. I don't know.
Speaking of gilfs.
No!
That's
So-
a dark turn.
Be ready to fail. You can't always hit a home run in improv. And you don't want to. Don't swing for the fences. Get that little laugh. Get your voice out there and continue the scene. So, we're going to start with the first thing that was taught to me, and that's why I've been able to talk nonstop up here from the beginning of a panel that I forgot to write. Keep the scene going. If we're going to now talk about this as it pertains to the furry fandom and Whose Line Is It Anyway and improv comedy up on a stage. Okay? Improv comedy, part of it is keeping the scene going. Silence is deadly, unless the silence is a pause, and that's something a little different. But don't let the scene die. And is a perfectly acceptable word. Keep it going. Don't let yourself be silent if it's your turn to talk. If you have nothing, if you completely blank, embrace it. Take that blank and make the stupidest noise you know and look at them with dead eyes. It's something. Because once that scene dies, it's not you that goes down. That's the entire scene. That entire scene gets pulled down into that moment because now it's up to other people to recover. You don't want to ever get to that point. So as you're improvising, keep that scene going. Every sentence, every word, everything goes on and goes to the next person. If you're playing with another person, play off that person. Everything that is Whose Line Is It Anyway? Every time that people are up on stage together, the best thing that you can do, your scene will immediately become better if you keep the scene to what you're actually doing. There's a topic that we give you at the beginning. The best example is the game that we do early, questions only. This is how questions only goes. Your scene is in a bank. Do you enjoy money? Do you like dog food? Do you have a dog? Have you screwed a dog? Did your mom explode? Bank's gone! We lost the bank, we drove away from the bank, we're over here now at the dog pound that has a sperm bank in it, but at least it's something. Stay on topic, keep going, and play off the other people that are with you. I cannot stress enough that you are up there as a group. The spotlight needs to keep moving from person to person as you're doing this. Because one person doesn't change the scene. I've been doing this for a very long time, but I have my set ways. No matter what I do, I'm not going to get out of my set routine. I'm loud, I shout, I pause, I know where my strengths are, but I'm not going to jump the scene and move it along in the same way that this person over here is. Play with that. You want to keep the scene moving between all of you. Because if you think that you can make the scene go in an amazing direction, imagine what 4 people can do to that exact same scene. It's just like furry vision. Somebody said this to me once and I loved it. A furry wearing the head has tunnel vision. And that's exactly how we're going to see this scene. But if you put a bunch of furries standing next to each other, that field of vision is huge. And you have no idea where that scene is going to go. And you're going to end up in a dog pound with a sperm bank in it. 3 out of 4 times. It's a very popular sperm bank. It's called Zanies. No 2-for-1s at the sperm bank. Okay. I wanted to throw out a bunch of information to start this for one reason specifically. Because when people get up on the stage with us, when people try to do the improv, that's the part that they're still missing. And it's not that you don't know it, it's that you're not thinking about it. If you just don't dwell on it, keep that in the back of your mind. Keep the scene going. Play off the other people on the stage with you. Silence is deadly, and be prepared to fail. All you got to do is remember that. And guess what? You're doing the exact same damn thing that I do at every con that I go to. That's it. That's the trick to improv. Just go. Let yourself be completely wrapped up in it. You know what the best improv artists can do? The best improv artists can walk off the stage, find their friend and say, hey, did anyone laugh? Because they have no idea! We're not listening to anything that is happening out here because we're performing in a little weird sperm bank play up on this stage. And that is how to do it. Lose the audience. They'll be there with you. They'll be there when you're done, and they were there to support you when you began. You just got to get them through your scene. They'll love you for it, and especially the person who's running it will be blown away by it and probably pull you back up on stage. There are a few people that I rely on. If you guys have been to my show, there's a few people that have really shown me that they can improvise well. Pandez was one of them. Pandez comes up on stage a lot now. Why? He's got those basics down. When those basics happen, the scene progresses, and that gets you into the really difficult games. That gets you into Three-Headed Broadway Star. That gets you into Irish Drinking Song. And if my douchebag friends ever show up, that gets you into Hoedown because they like to torture me. The last thing, before we start to get into some workshopping, is the games. Okay? Now this one is specific to the furry fandom. When we run Whose Line Is It Anyway, when we run improv panels, it's a slew of games. Some people really like the scenes from A Hat the World's Worst. Go up there for those. Those are pile games. Some people really like to do the one-on-one scenes. Drinking, sleeping. I like those two things, and I'm going to do them sometime today. But the more one-on-ones, then try to get up for those. If you don't think you're going to do good in the game, and you just want to get up on stage, you've already hurt yourself. You don't think you're going to do good in the game. Be ready for it. Don't worry about it. And if you do get up here, just have fun. Don't worry about the scene. Just have fun with the other person who's on stage with you. The furry fandom has a wonderful, wonderful safety net. And that net is, if everything goes to hell up there, don't worry, there's people standing right by that are going to jump up on stage with you and help you out with that scene. And everything goes out to hell up there and the scene ends, don't worry, it's not going to be the weirdest or worst thing that happens at the con. Just looking right now, there's 2 hyenas humping in a backpack in front of me. We're good, I'm good, I can say whatever I want, because you know why? 2 hyenas in a backpack in front of me humping. It happens. Just look. I totally thought the con chairman walked into the back of the room and was just staring at me. It was not good. I'm not in trouble yet.
Give it time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that being said, we're going to do some workshopping here. There's a name for this game, and I actually do not remember it because, lack of sleep. I'm going to start pointing at you. Do you guys know the old block tests? I'm sorry, it's not a block test, where one word means another word. Word association. Thank you. I really want to sleep. Word association. Now, we're going to play word association. The thing is, in this one, you have 1 second. This is, who can't associate a word in 1 second? Okay, ready? Dog.
Who can? Who can?
See,
Canine.
we're going to play word association. I want everyone to watch this. Dog.
Cat.
Office.
Mouse.
Mouse.
Cheese.
Out. That's one. Okay. So here's what's happening as that happens. You don't know that it's coming. I specifically walked past a bunch of people so they had no clue that I can possibly point at them. And I kept moving because that's literally what's happening up on stage. So now you know what's going to happen. You know I'm going to start picking random people, and you already know the scene, just like you know the games that we're going to play at my panel later. Okay? You know the games, you know how this is going to work. The word is door. Now.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Chicken. Something. Yes! And that's it right there. He said the word something. That's it. He said the word. I made it to the back of the room. It doesn't matter. Say the word something. Who cares? He continued it. I made it all the way to the back of the room, and the first time I had 3 people that weren't even invested in the scene yet. That's all it is. All it is. And he just got the trick to it. Say something. Literally something in his case. That was a little strange. But in the end, the room liked something. That's really what we're trying to do here. You're just trying to continue the scene. So, because we've got people in this room, we're going to try what we just learned in the classic game. We're going to try it in questions only. So can I get 4 volunteers to come up here for questions only? This is going to be a much slower version. 2, 3, 4. Okay. You 2 are here. You're behind him. You're behind him. Okay. We're going to go with the general location again. Where are you?
Veterinarian.
Your ears move, that's so cute.
Veterinarian.
Okay, vet. We'll make it easy on the furries. Vet. All right, now here's what we're going to try to change with this game. Tonight when we do this, it's going to be completely free form. We're going to go we're actually make this game a little harder. Questions only, at a veterinarian. Stay at the vet. Stay at the vet. Now both of you are about to start this scene. Without talking to each other beforehand, I want you to be more than just a person at the vet. Be the vet. Be a customer. Don't be a person at the vet. Be something.
A dog.
And without saying it, without saying, I am the veterinarian, don't say it. I want by the time you're done with the scene for the entire audience to know what you are. So there's a new goal. I'm not going to know what you are yet. Be something, stay at the vet, and stay with those characters and see what happens in the scene if you can pull it off. And I say if, because what's the one thing? Be prepared to fail. Your scene is at the veterinarian. The game is questions only. Begin.
So how can I help you today?
Why are its ears moving?
Isn't it obvious?
Usually.
Why am I here?
Well, have you heard of SBS Management?
What the hell is that?
Don't you understand technical terms like that?
Why do you think I'm here?
Do you have the money so I can tell you that question or that answer?
Can you tell me why its ears are moving?
Why aren't you giving me money?
Okay, all right. What were their roles? What was he?
The vet.
What were you? What was he?
The customer.
What were you?
Customer.
Okay, switch it out. The vet and the customer have been used. Don't be the vet or the customer. Be something. You're at the vet. Don't leave the veterinarian's. Don't leave the veterinarian's office. But be something in that office without being the vet or the customer. Ready? Begin.
Is that one Vince made? I don't know. Let's check. Why don't you take a look?
Watch out. Be careful. And this is a common one. This one. Be careful with the good line. That's not a question. You said something that could be a question, but it's a statement. So be careful on that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take a drink of something. Continue.
Take a drink of some. Oh,
Over here.
No, I forgot what he said.
Continue.
has he been spayed?
Oh, has it been spayed? Are you sure it's a boy? Doesn't spay mean for a female?
Yeah.
That's good. No, keep that scene going. That was perfect. Live up to your mistakes. That's great.
Are you sure it's anatomically correct? You tell me.
But if you're going to go out with the left. Okay. What was he?
Private
What were
vet.
you? The vet tech. Okay. It's good. You tried to be something. You didn't stay in the scene long enough, but I saw that you were trying to be. I thought you were trying to be a vet. I didn't know vet tech and vets were different. I learned something today. Awesome.
Yeah, the vet tech's the one that starts off with the
You didn't stay
preliminary
in the scene long,
examination.
but what were you trying to be?
The same.
The same thing. I love it. Okay. We're going to try it one more. The two of you come in. All right. Vet tech, vet, and customer have been taken. Be something. Be something. Not just people, but stay inside the vets. Ready? Begin. That's it!
When is this pain in my ass gonna stop?
I backed up.
What are we gonna do when they find out about us? Why do you have to do this to me? Oh, when are we gonna be by ourselves? Why do we have to have those people watching us?
Guys, get it up!
Yes!
What was he?
The cat.
What was he?
The creeper out back.
Guys, sit down. Very good. All right. So now, let's dissect it. Why did that just work? First off, going immediately into cat with the word meow. Okay, that's called punching. And that's literally what you just did. One word that changes everyone's preconceptions on what we are doing. Now, did it work for the scene? It worked because we left. Was that a question?
No.
Maybe if you had shrugged more? I don't know. But meow worked because you shattered the preconceptions of what everyone was expecting, and that was perfect. Now, where's my pervert? You did it by one fear. Once he did that, and you didn't do it, so thank you. You continued the scene. There is no way to answer his question. He said meow. I mean, you could have peed on him and then shrugged. That's it. Okay, he didn't give you anything to work with. And now this is something that if you ever actually deal with improvisers, that they will vehemently disagree with me on. They used to say, if you don't give me anything, how am I supposed to improvise? He gave you nothing and you kept the scene going. Do that. If you disagree with me, then disagree with me. That's fine. You don't need them to give you anything. You have original ideas. Just keep it going. If they didn't give you anything and you make the scene a little bit different on them, that's fine. You still kept it going. Don't blank out because you don't have the idea. Just go with it. What you did was perfect. You just kept the scene. He kept meowing at you. You had a conversation with nothing. But because of your conversation, we could hear what you were envisioning as the other side of it. We could hear what you thought the meow meant. And then you got raped.
So speaking of furries,
Then you got cat raped. Because that was the epitome of why Whose Line works at Furry. You took a completely mundane idea, you brought it, you embraced it into the furry fandom, and you meowed into a microphone and everyone loved it. So you just saw how it can work in the fandom. Guys, thank you very much for giving me that example. That was fantastic. All right, now, I can't yell at me for leaving my own cell phone.
yes, you
I
can.
really want to.
Just
God damn it, Alkali.
Sorry. Is this one of those hand moments, Kevin?
I am so unbelievably sorry.
I guess Paul.
I've got the volume up because I'm on radio.
New line.
I'm not sorry at all. I hate my life. Okay, we're going to try one other one. This is going to be a big group. Now this one, I have a feeling that I have nothing to teach you on, but we're going to show you this anyway because for some reason you guys are unbelievable at this game. What we're about to do is scenes from a hat. So I want, basically, let's get a few people. Who would like to stand up on stage and try scenes from a hat? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll leave it at 6 for now. Come on up. Okay. Now, guys, bear in mind, I'm saying what I say, not to criticize in any way. I'm saying what I say so you start to think differently. I'm just waiting for opportunities to say it that I can also make fun of you because I hate you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, they even know how to line up for this game. That makes me so happy. All right, Scenes from a Hat is actually one of the easiest games. And remember that for one reason. You're going to get people that are naturally going to come up with, not because they're good at improv, not because they're good at comedy, but because we've all led lives. I'm 30 plus years old. I've lived for 30 years. Sooner or later, somebody's going to say a topic that I'm like, I know what to say for that, and then I whip something out and I get thrown in jail. It happens.
One time, and they bailed us out.
Bailed us out.
My good behavior. Well, there was an attorney's conference yesterday.
I was property of a guy named Dominic Ted for 3 days. So that's going to happen. Don't worry about jumping up and being first. Don't put your hand up when you don't have the idea yet. Form it in your head because you've got people up there with you. Now there's only 6 up there this time. That's a little bit different than when we do Whose Line at the con because there'll be 20 people up on stage. You've got time. Let yourself think it out. Let yourself come up with that one extra word that turns it from a good joke to a great joke. And once again, don't worry about failure. If you've got something, try it. Throw it out there and see what happens. Because even if yours doesn't work, even if your particular joke bombed, you know what just happened? 3 other people just saw how to do that one right, and they're going to take it and they're going to make it their own. Now, you didn't do that joke, but the show, everything that just happened was better because you went up there and tried. So we're going to do a really simple one because we're at this convention. World's worst panel idea, not including this one. So the topic is world's worst, you know what, change it. World's worst panel pitch. I'm going to let you guys act on this one. World's worst panel pitch. Now before you even start, because I said pitch, you immediately know that this is not a statement. You're going to step forward and you're going to put on a 6-second to 3-second play. Act it out. Never walk forward and say something unless you're going for a punch. Don't walk forward and say it, walk forward and be it. Do it, have fun with it, make it your own. Okay, so, world's worst panel at a fur convention, pitch. Go.
Okay, so you put the soap in your hands, and then you rub it on your body, and then you let the water hit you, and then you dry off. Do it!
Okay, first off, he walked forward, he spoke it, and he did it, which I love, so that's good. And we had no idea where you were going at the beginning of that. Put the soap on your body, that could have gone anywhere. Thank you for not getting me kicked out right now. But that's really good. I liked that I had no idea where you were going with it till halfway, and then you gave me a little bit more. That's a good way to do that. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Uncle Kage. And this is my doctoral dissertation.
Okay. Once again, you played the part. You didn't just say Uncle Kage, you gave us a bit of Uncle Kage. Also, that voice was very racist. Go.
Okay, now this is how you throw knives. Dodge, 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 dodge.
Energy aspect. I use the energy play a lot when I do stuff up there. Raising your voice for a certain thing. It's an action. And in this case, it's a really bad action. Yeah, raise your voice. Throw it out there. Dodge, dodge. Also, that sounds like one of the games I play, and you made me feel like a fucking nerd just then, so thank you. You also do, okay. And the idea of throwing knives at furries are hysterical. Okay, what does everyone else got? We're looking for pitch ideas for comments. All right, so now there's a few that haven't stepped up yet. So now I'm going to try to change how you're thinking about this. You're at it. You're at a con. What have you already seen today that has just made you stop a second, made you blink, made you think, did I actually see that, or are these people drunk? What have you seen today? Use that. Use your experiences from just now, your experiences from the audience. You know how I come up with all my D&D names? I look at the shit on my desk. I have 8 villains named Stapler.
I didn't think I came up with my name.
Do
I
wanna
saw a
know?
paper with my first and middle name on it and went, yeah, that works.
There you go. Okay, so try to use that. Try to use where you're at right now. Okay, so now we're going to put, there, do it.
Tonight on Bit of Dude Radio, we have Indy Fur Con.
Good, good. And people who understand that reference, people who get where you were going with that, that's going to be perfect because you showed me where you were going with it immediately, and then you put my FurCon's name in there, which I'm going to throw something at you about.
Hello and welcome to the How to Be a Tail Chaser panel.
Okay, once again, you brought someone else in it and didn't warn them, which the reaction was great for. Because that was a really good reaction.
She's scared.
Very scary.
Don't be scared.
Welcome to So You Want to Run a Fur Convention. Are you freaking stupid?
Okay, so for those of you who didn't get what he just said, and I hoping that earlier today I ran So You Want to Run a Fur Convention, and that's how I started the panel. Now that joke hit me really hard, but if you ever come up with one like that for the fur fandom in general, you're gonna kill. Do that. Hit the inside jokes. We're a fandom, we're a community. We have so many inside jokes with one simple word. Now don't use this word because it only works once a show. But there's one word that if you use it properly the first time, you'll get groans and smiles. Does anyone know what that stupid fucking word is?
Bad Dragon?
Bad Dragon works 4 or 5 times. Yeah. That's a word that is in the fandom, we all know what it means, and it's something close to it. The first person who uses it, if you use it well, you get a laugh. Yeah, do that. Put yourself out there like that. Yeah, it's a cheap joke, but you know what? So are fart jokes. They've been around longer than any of us, so what do we know?
You ruined my joke, but welcome to the kids' convention. Now, does anyone want a gift?
Going for shock value also works to an extent. When I have to sit down because of what you say, you've gone too far.
Do I need to make more Mother Teresa jokes for that to death?
No! Now the last thing is, you have not heard anything from over here.
I think we need to talk about the issue of fake fur lying around. People are seeming to develop new allergies.
Good, good. Right.
Hello.
Peer pressure.
And action.
Okay. So, what are some of your favorite movies? Okay. What I basically, I just realized that I'm in an entire room of people and I'm talking to one, so give me a break, still haven't slept. So what I'm going back on right now is using the experiences of your day. Now, you've been to 2 panels today, this one and cleaning your fursuit. So we're going to take the second thing I just said, is using the fur community. The fur community, thank you. Using the fur community. Cleaning a fursuit, fur community. Go blue collar. What do you clean out of a fursuit? Go blue collar. So step 1, I'm going to actually tell you how to do it. This is part of it too. Have you heard? Say it to the audience. Cleaning a fursuit.
Clean fursuit.
Now look disgusted. More disgusted. Be disturbed. Be disturbed by the fursuit. Now clean the fursuit. Right? There it is! Dirty joke and make them realize what it was without saying it. So that's your last-ditch effort. Going lowbrow, it works. We're going to tell fart jokes up here. No, and that's fine. Like, you have no idea how many times I bombed entire shows when I started doing this. Entire shows. Bombed. I mean, like, I blew up. It was amazing.
So speaking of cleaning first,
One second. So, lowbrow. This is something I wanted to work up to, but this is a great time to say it. Lowbrow jokes work. Don't let anyone tell you, yeah, you're going to say the fart joke and you're going to make eye contact with me, and I'm going to put my head down, I'm going to shake, and I'm going to smile a little bit, because it is funny. Yeah, you can't overuse it, you have to be really careful about it, but it is funny. But you know what's funnier than that? You not saying the damn thing and the entire room knowing exactly what you mean. Cleaning a fursuit. All of us have now cleaning a fursuit in our head. Walking forward, looking disgusted, and making rubbing, well, yes, I know what she's cleaning out, that's semen. We all know it, that's what you can do. For your final, last-ditch effort, if you can't come up with something, go lowbrow. And if you can, go lowbrow without saying it. It is a terrible, terrible trick that works. Guys, thank you very much. Give everyone a round of applause.
Very welcome, sir.
PG-13 throws everyone off. PG-13, always the lowbrow joke that they don't understand. Yeah, do that.
I just thought of one last panel that was pretty funny. How to attract a fursuiter of your dreams without seeming like a creepy stalker.
No one can attract fursuiters without seeming like stalkers. They can't see or hear you.
Hey, does it smell like roofie to you?
Take a sip and find out.
We're going to do one more. We're going to show you one more. Now, this one is 100% to show you that the scene goes on. That's what this training is. This is, and I cannot figure this out. I have never been able to figure out how the fandom can do this game so well when I have watched this particular game stump some of the best improvisers I know. New Line, you guys are unbelievable at. You guys are unreal at the game New Line. And I really think it's because that everyone here, we're furries. Yes. We have decided to put ourselves inside of animals' costumes.
No line.
Inside of animal, I'll get to New Line. Inside of animal costumes. We walk around, and I know that most of you are like, oh wow, I could walk around at this fur con. I'm going to the mall. And you just go do that. Like, that's what you do now, and we just accept that. You don't have that voice in the back of your head that's saying, don't say that. Now, please get a small one that says, don't say that when you think of really bad things that get me into a lot of trouble.
I apologize.
You should apologize. No, I'm shooting a look at him. He knows what he did.
Yeah, I know what it is.
But you guys have an advantage that's just unbelievable because you say it. You say it, and that's what this game is all about. Just say it. It's a new line, even though it's difficult, is a word association game. You're just moving it up from words to sentences. Okay, so we're going to try new line with 4 players. Okay, 4 people who would like to try this that haven't been up here before, that haven't been up yet. I haven't seen you up. Come on up. Come on up.
I love this game.
Okay, so I have 2. All right, people, would you like to come on up? Okay, one more. Come on up. Okay, good. All right, so now if you haven't seen New Line yet, this is New Line. It's this side, this side. Yeah, sorry.
New side.
New side.
New side.
New Line is a very simple game once you get down to the basics of it. All it is a conversation. Remember that. These games are just conversations with rules. You know what? All of you already have conversations with rules. It's called going to work and not talking about your dick for 24 hours. I don't know how long you work. I'm assuming everyone here works for 24 hours. Well, hold on. People don't have... I'm mind blown away. I don't understand this. How do you pee?
I'm married, come on.
You're married to a dick. So, New Line is simply that. It's a conversation with rules. One of the tricks to New Line, it's weird, but this helps. Know what you just said. You'd be shocked how many times you can take what you just said and spin it just by remembering what you just said. And don't worry when you can't hear the other person. If it's really outlandish, I will take care of it. If you just didn't hear them at all, just keep going. Just keep going, because it's hard to bring back once you pause a scene. You know, that's something that, well, you know, I'm not going to talk about that, but don't pause the scene. Just always try to keep it going. So what we're going to do here is New Line. I'll be stopping the scene a little bit more than usual just to show you what could happen, what can happen, and what we can change. But really quick, can I get where they're at the scene?
Graveyard.
Graveyard. Okay. Oh boy. So get ready for lowbrow. Your scene is at the graveyard. The game is New Line. All right. We're going to start with you. The 2 of you approach. Now, first off, it's a conversation. What is the thing that every conversation must have? A second person. You're talking to another person. Don't just say random shit. Talk to the other person, and when you respond to them. It becomes you have to give them something for them to work off. So treat it like a conversation and just be ready for me to fuck with you. So we're going to go back to the very first thing that I showed you guys. Be something. You are not a furry on stage pretending to be a graveyard. You're at a graveyard. Be something, and don't pick gravestone. It's going to get awkward. Don't be a gravestone. All right. You're at a graveyard, be something. Show me a character that you're going to play in a graveyard. Go!
I kind of lost the body we were supposed to be carrying.
I think I smelled something in this direction.
Didn't that come from the morgue? I smell it.
New Line! I forgot about my own microphones. Mike. Okay, so what did you first say? What was the first thing that made you New Line off of?
Didn't it come from the morgue? It shouldn't be smelling.
Okay, so New Line.
I was wondering what the hell that was.
New Line.
Is that like that? It's nice.
I think that's just the dirty diaper I threw over there.
Dirty diaper. Okay, wasn't expecting dirty diaper. But he stuck with, what did he stick with the entire time? Smell. He gave him smell, he stuck with smell, and that's what he used to base the 3 things that I threw him off of. Stick with one thing the entire time. That's your central topic, and make your new lines off of that. It ended on dirty diaper. Disgusting. I don't want to screw you. All right, so dirty, it's apparently a dirty diaper. Continue the scene.
That's not what I put over there.
New Line. It's okay. He was trying to help you. That's not what I'm putting. Okay, so what did you say the first time?
That's not what I put over.
So you got nothing. So what did you put over? He gave you a diaper. What's something that smells? Stick with that idea. The idea was a smell. What's something that smells worse than a diaper?
I'm drawing a blank, man.
Okay, all right. And that's once again what happens. Draw a blank. So now, what happened in the back of the room? He said something. So, new line. It's okay. This is what happens. This is what happens, guys. And you can't let it get you down. Because I draw blanks too. Now, there's nothing you can do about it. Your brain has stopped. All you can picture is a brick wall. And that brick wall is laughing at you, not with you. That wall is a douche. That might be picturing a dirty diaper wall. The mortar on that wall is very weird. And brown. No. It's like a whitish. So when that happens, when you blank, you know what? Own it. Look to the guy moderating, look to the crowd, look down, shake your head, laugh, and pass the mic. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. What if you blank, what are you going to do? You either have something or you take it gracefully. Kage has knocked me off stage so many times doing questions only, I can't count. You know why? Because he made me laugh and all I could think of was the stupid fucking thing that he had just said. Shake your head, look down, hand off the mic, and you know what? Yeah, are you going to get the big laugh for walking off? No. Are the people going to be applauding for you? But they're going to be applauding for the person that you just did the scene with, and that was your scene. And own that. Take that scene, that is yours. Yeah, you got the laugh. You did it, and you didn't go up there and pause it. Don't pause it. Don't pause the scene. So, new line?
I recognize this brand. It's a pretty nice one.
Go ahead.
We talk about dirty diapers and all of a sudden we're talking about tombstone brands?
Does that look like a tombstone to you?
Are you talking about the diaper brand?
New line.
Are you talking about the shovel?
New line.
What the hell brand are you talking about?
Good. Generalization. I hit it with 3 new lines. Normally you'll get hit with 3 new lines unless you nail it in the middle. Always be ready for 3 new lines. He went with gravestone. He went really weird with shovel. And then when he couldn't think of anything, he generalized it and threw it right back at him. What are you talking about? That's fine. You continued the scene.
No, it's pretty good. It's got a good stitching and a good pattern, and it's just the wrong size.
New line.
No, I can't.
It's okay. Keep it in the graveyard. So be somebody in the graveyard to everything we just showed you. Start the scene.
I've come here to kill you.
Oh, the zombie jamboree. Just starting.
I was supposed to kill the living, not the dead.
New line.
The undead.
New line.
The freshly dead.
I'm already dead?
New line, Keanu Reeves.
That's fine.
Brains.
Alright, so I don't know if you can see that. Here's another thing I actually forgot. Okay, I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna enjoy this because I know what you're doing and I'm having fun watching your thought process. But they're the ones you're entertaining. I don't know how many of you saw that. He didn't just say brains leap forward. He had like the most give up brain, like he gave up. The look on his face was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing, deal with it. Show them that. That was perfect. I actually really enjoyed that because the look and the line together, and I don't know who got to see that. But yeah, he gave up. But brains! The line I am using is brains! Yeah, I love it. That was perfect.
You're not gonna find any brains here.
New line.
You're still not gonna find any brains here.
In certain games, a repeat, all that kind of joke, even if it's an immediate one, you have a moderator for a reason. I'm here, I know that I'm here to be made fun of, and that was basically what that was. Like, I told you to do something, he gave me the middle finger. He said the same thing. But he changed it enough where it was still within the rules. That was a perfect hit on that.
Well, I guess I'll just head over to the Indy Furcon Hotel.
We'll love to have brains of it.
Why? You're a zombie. You're not a furry.
Got it.
I hear there's a mad scientist. I want to eat his brain.
No, you had a topic, you combined zombies and furries, and hit something that the entire audience knew what you were saying. Did you say the word kage? Did everyone know he was talking about kage?
Yes.
Now, did you get a big laugh on the joke? No, but everyone's with you. You've got the entire audience knowing where you're at. Don't concentrate on the joke. Concentrate on keeping the audience on the same level that you're at, and that level is going to be weird and scary, and people are peeing on each other and scary. But it happens. Just keep them with you, and that was a good way to do it.
If you eat his brains, you'll probably get his powers too.
New line.
You'll get his explosive diarrhea.
Don't care. I already offend people on a daily basis by just existing.
This conversation has been incredibly offensive to me as is.
Why, thank you.
All right, we have 9 minutes, so I'm going to give you guys the last few things, and you know this already. First off, chances are if you're going to be doing this improv, you're going to be doing it at a fur con. I moderate. Whose line is it anyway? If it's not me, it's probably somebody that's worked with me before. People who run this thing, we know what we're there for. You're not going to fall. You can't fall for 2 reasons. 1, this is who you're telling your jokes to. Look at these people. They're wonderful and weird.
Definitely the cream of the crop.
New line.
Cream of the crap.
These wonderful dream stuff.
I love cream of the crap. That's cream of the crap. Guys, this is the audience you're telling your jokes to. What's the worst that's going to happen? Nothing. You're not going to get booed off the stage. It's not going to happen. You're not going to leave the stage to a bunch of dirty looks. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get a laugh. Guess what? You're not just sitting, you're sitting there right now listening to me. No one's laughing at you right now. You're not trying to tell you. It doesn't matter. You're just not going to get the laugh. What does that really matter? You know what? When the show is over, yeah, people are going to remember bits and pieces of the show. People are going to remember a decent amount of that show. And you know what? Every one of those memories is going to be? It's going to be a high point of the show. No one's ever going to talk about, hey, remember that guy that walked up on stage and didn't say anything? Which guy? No one's ever going to say that, so just do it. Go up there and have fun. And number 2, your moderators are there to help you. We're not going to let you fall. When the scene flounders, we're going to stop it. We're going to jump up there and help out the scene. If you're blanking too long, we're not telling you to stop to get off the stage because we're just stopping you because we don't want you to feel bad. You know, you might have had the perfect line. It might have been coming to you right now. You're fine. Don't worry about it. So what I'm trying to say with how I'm closing this up is, take that chance. Whose line is it anyway is tonight. Woo! Get up there. Yeah, it's my line. Get up there, raise your hand, get up on stage. If you're scared of it, do Scenes from My Head and World's Worst. Because you know what? When 20 people are up on that stage, if you don't do anything, at the end, you can legitimately tell anyone, I was up on stage, absolutely. Oh, what'd you do? Absolutely fucking nothing. But no one will notice. Try it. And you know what? Maybe you're going to have a really good time. And maybe you're going to have something to go to at every con from this point forward. This panel, Whose Line Is It Anyway, has become incredibly supportive in the fandom. I have gone to cons, I've been asked to go to cons to run this thing. Other people are starting to run similar panels of cons. It's something wonderful that the fandom gets to share with itself. That's the beautiful thing about this fandom. There's My Little Pony fandom. You know what they need? They need somebody to make their episode so that their fandom can continue. That fandom doesn't continue without that show. All fandoms like that. Furries are completely self-contained. No one makes furry material except for furries. We do the art. We do the panels. This is ours. If you haven't found something to embrace in the fandom, or if you want more to embrace, come to these conventions, get up on stage, give it a try, and learn just how wonderful a fandom is just by the fact that you have an audience. You're going to get to tell a joke, and I don't care how long it takes, but sooner or later, you're going to have an entire room eating out of the palm of your hand because you said that perfect line at that perfect time, and you're going to feel like $1 million. So guys, try it. Get up on stage, enjoy yourselves, and most importantly, when it comes to the fandom, when it comes to your entire life, you're put on this world to have fun. We are furries, and we figured out how to have fun. Guys, thank you very much, and if you would like to stay in here, Three-Headed Monster stand-up show is going to be happening in a little while.